maybe you don't know the lore about James Gunn. He's ruining superheroes.
Yes, basically.
When he is left to his own devices. And yes, this movie is not made by James Gunn because he's not a director. He's not directed by him, but everything that has to do with the trailer, with the movie, is going to be all James Gunn. So his idea, everything that that has to do with any decision, he's making it. He's making that decision.
It was greenlit by him, so he approved the script, and probably he wants to put his fingerprints all over this universe so that the things actually look consistent to his vision. So,
yes. So let's go.
Yeah. One of those fighting scenes that James Gunn always puts.
You gotta talk a lot louder than that. Awesome. That's what
Oh, that was the end? Okay, well,
sorry,
that's enough.
I thought there was like an intro section. Okay, here we are. Okay, we're gonna...
Let's watch.
Yeah, let's watch. We're gonna do a stop shot thing. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Well,
Actually got most of it on the paper this time.
Right.
it's very easy to start a trailer with disrespect to Superman.
Of course.
Yeah, it's funny to disrespect the best superhero in the whole universe.
Cars are out. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
Great.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Proton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind.
Yeah.
Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well.
This does not look like Guardians of the
This
Galaxy.
totally doesn't remind me of another movie yet.
Yeah, it does not. But
No.
yes, it does.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
Oh god, if something happens to that dog,
It's Mama.
I'm gonna hunt down James Gunn myself.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Sure, because Superman is a damn idiot. Naive fool.
Very cool, yeah. Sure. Like all the heroes got killed here. Yeah.
Time for shots by shots
yeah.
analysis now. But yeah,
Don't read that comic book,
And-
don't buy it, don't ever touch it.
and that's absolute shit comic book.
Absolute
It's actually
shit,
one
yeah.
of the worst ever. And Angry Joe said yesterday that was like one of the best Supergirl stories ever. Angry
Jesus
Joe, you
Christ,
forgot DC, you forgot what this is supposed to be. You like the new slop that
Total
is
shit.
degenerate. Like
Yeah.
literally, deconstruction of the hero is not good for the hero's
Yeah.
deconstruction. That comic book
You-
is the epitome of deconstruction.
You can't say about a comic book that deconstructs the character that is the best, story with the character. That's not even the character. It's the deconstruction. It can be its own thing right there in the, a multiverse or whatever else world story. Who cares? But it cannot be part of the canon of the hero because it's a deconstruction,
Yeah.
and that's it. So do not ever touch that comic book. I had to read it.
Yeah. It looks
Just
exactly like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, it
exactly.
feels like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Exactly.
yes.
Like 1-to-1
Yeah.
with Guardians of the
But
Galaxy.
my first question is, why the hell? Why the hell is she having is that a gramophone or something like that? And the headphones on the poster were like old headphones from
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're almost exactly the same.
Did she land it in 1982, but she just looks young again, or what happened, and that's why she has those things?
I mean, that's a great question.
Why would she like those things? I mean,
I mean,
Quark
I don't
didn't
know.
have that.
No.
Do they try to tell us that Kryptonians are some kind of aficionados of old stuff? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's very weird. It's
Yeah.
again having the same aesthetic as Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, because Star-Lord landed like years before. He had some old tech, you know?
yeah. It's I mean,
Like
it
the
was in the
Walkman.
80s when they abducted him, and that was the only tech he had there.
And-
I mean, the only tech that he actually can listen to the tape.
Yeah, so that would explain
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
If Supergirl is like what in the 80s?
yeah, something
Oh.
like that. I have no
Well,
idea.
this is supposed to be
We have no
now.
idea.
It's not supposed to be a
now,
period
yeah.
piece, unless
No,
they
it's now.
show us something from the past, which they will because they want to show us Krypton. But how are they going to explain that she's not evil?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
by the logic of James Gunn, all Kryptonians are freaking evil because they're basically the guys from Invincible.
Viltrumites.
Yeah,
Viltrumites.
they're basically Viltrumites. They even wear all white,
Yes.
just like Viltrumites. For goodness sakes, James Gunn, couldn't
Yeah.
be any more obvious. So how is she not evil then? Because
How is
she's
she
already
not evil?
grown up. She's
But-
grown up
but-
around these people,
But
not like
wait.
Superman.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
she's all grown up. Yeah, but wait,
What?
I have a theory.
What?
You know, she's not evil
Ah,
because she was better than them.
oh,
And over here they show us that she is actually better than Superman, probably. Because
Probably.
apparently he's a freaking idiot.
of course.
Yes.
I mean, he is shown to be an
He's
idiot.
shown to be an
He
idiot.
sees
Yeah.
the good in everybody, although there is no good in Lex Luthor who
Yeah.
kills the man in cold blood
Yeah.
directly in front of him.
They make him naive as hell. So
Yeah, a
yeah,
lot of good in that guy.
To Spider Bro, that's one of the things that James Gunn, just one of the things that
Mm-hmm.
he totally ruined. Just one of the things. The next thing we see next.
Okay, I'm just gonna play it.
Yes.
So, first of all, I didn't want Crypto to be involved in this anyway. and
Not
we
at all. I
already said
didn't
that.
want to see him in any of those movies, not even in Superman. I do not care about Crypto. I am not one of those guys. I want to, I want to be like the comic books from the 70s, you know, because the Silver Age is the best. Man, who cares about the Silver Age? We're not in the Silver Age. I read all sorts of comic books from the Golden Age, from the Silver one, from the Toilet Age even.
Toilet
You
age,
know,
what is that?
which is, by the way, right now, exactly now is that age for comic books, is the Toilet Age. Who cares about that? There is a canon that we have, there is established characters, and Crypto for a long time has not been part of that. He was created in the 70s as a gimmick.
Yeah.
In those more hokey pokey times, you know, do we want to see Batman and his dog, the Bat Dog, Ace, the Bat Hound or whatever? No, because it's dumb.
Yeah, it shouldn't be there. Second, dogs do not behave like Crypto does.
Exactly.
Only like completely idiot dogs, maybe
Yes.
at some point that are extremely.
I mean, he could behave like that because
Not
his
trained.
owner is a drunken idiot, you know?
Okay, but still, only puppies can do such things, and even they are not that
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay. I mean, I have only 3 dogs. Like, what do I know?
Yeah.
Only 3.
I had 2 before that.
Oh.
So, you know. But apparently, you know.
I mean, a dog will not lick a bottle. They usually leave those things alone, especially an older dog. They don't see objects anymore that they don't interact with. They just don't care. So
yeah.
that will not happen. But okay, let's just give it the pass. Let's say that ship has sailed. Like reality, when it comes to dog
Yeah,
portrayal, it's that
yeah.
ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed. Yeah.
This even aesthetic, like right now, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. If if you
Totally,
tell me that that's
totally.
from Guardians of the Galaxy, I will believe
I
you.
will-
Like
yeah,
right,
right,
now,
yeah.
just the
I mean, there is
metal and
even
how
a
it
dog.
looks like.
There is even a dog, like in the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, why?
Nuclear reactor explosion. Okay, good then. But here we go. The first thing. This
Also,
shouldn't have been there. Why
also
do?
a male dog pees on something that's high. Like if they
Yeah.
pee inside, they're gonna pee on the wall.
Yeah.
They need something that's like higher. They will not pee just where there's nothing. They need
Yes.
a wall, some kind of a chair at the, a chair, like literally
Yeah,
the
and
leg of
then-
the chair. It's just what.
And then under that or next to it, you put the newspaper.
Yeah,
Also, that's not a good idea.
it's
It
gonna smell a lot.
smell horrifically. I know just
So basically, this means that Supergirl is gross as well.
Yes, totally.
great.
Also, it means that James Gunn has no holds bar when it comes to Superman, and really,
And no
he's
respect
just
at all.
pissing on Superman. He pissed on Superman in his freaking movie. He's pissing on Superman even in this movie.
Even literally.
Why would you do that?
Even if he's not the director, he's still pissing on
He's
Superman.
still pissing on Superman. Why would you do that? Who wants to see how? Okay, let's say that you're a person who likes crypto from comic books. When in the freaking comic books with crypto, you saw him peeing. I want an exact panel in a comic book with year, hashtag, which number is it, and an exact panel where who drew that, who drew the blood. So who drew the blood? The blood? Who is responsible for this? As Daffy Duck used to say. Where have we seen this? When in a comic book, you read a comic book and there is a dog and you say, but I want a panel in which the dog is pissing.
Yeah.
You know, especially crypto. Who
That
actually
gives a lot of storytelling, I tell you.
Right?
Quality.
Especially crypto in comic books, who is actually he's never interesting or anything. Nobody cares about him. But at least he's a compelling dog.
He's a hero.
He's a hero, just like in that animated movie. That's the only good thing with him, actually. What was it? Super Pets? Yeah.
Oh, that was such a great movie.
That was great. Yeah.
I love Super Pets.
But otherwise, who wants to see this? Who thinks this is funny? Unless if you're some casual who has never seen anything with superheroes and you have no idea, and he's pissing on the newspaper. Look at the doggy pissing on the. Look at the George. Oh.
Yeah, it's retarded. This is slop, like slop one-on-one. This has nothing. I mean, this is not cool. I mean, it's not cool and it's not funny. It's like just disrespect, like plain and
Just
simple.
disrespectful, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure that people that love to see Superman down and out and disrespected will say that this is actually not disrespect.
Like the biggest Batman fans who say Batman can beat him because the dog is pissing on his newspaper.
Also, who sleeps with their glasses? I mean, even if you're drunk, you're probably gonna remove that.
On the paper this time.
No.
And she's even happy that he pissed on the newspaper.
Yay.
So she's encouraging
not-
pissing on her cousin. It's all
She's
good.
also not a good owner, apparently.
Obviously, she's not a good owner of anything. So my theory is that she literally wastes this space bus because she doesn't have powers here. She doesn't even wear her costume because she's not super at the moment. Which is also wrong. I don't want to see a Supergirl without her being
By
super.
the way, keep that shot. Now,
Alright.
speaking about aesthetics of Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't it disturbing? And maybe I'm the only one who is seeing this. Maybe Man of Culture also is seeing this. Isn't it kind of disturbing that this ship looks kind of like a penis?
Oh yes, actually.
Right?
Yeah, that's the.
What the hell? What the total hell?
Yeah.
Why does it look like a penis? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Kind of, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, James Gunn.
Also, it had one of those quirky James Gunn humor things, like the ship arrives. We see the 4 engines, and one of the engines makes. Did you see that? For the very short, they make all the other 3 make, but the 4th one is doing.
No. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Cars are out.
Not here when it arrives. It was earlier.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
You see? Yes. Ha!
Cars are out.
Yeah, it's kind of broken. Kind of old.
Kinda.
The 23 will be.
So we get that she's in a very bad spot. She's down and out. I mean, she's not out, but she could be.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole premise is wrong. So
The
whatever,
whole premise, yeah.
everything is wrong. So in any case, Supergirl is not supposed to be in this state. This is not Supergirl in the first place. She's not supposed to be living through trauma, feeling so bad. Whatever this comic book has to say, it's just deconstruction of the character.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
this is wrong, inherently wrong about the character. This is not supposed to be the story that they are adapting in the
Yeah,
movie. So whatever we
exactly.
see here is wrong, inherently wrong.
You can't dive into the stories of Supergirl, which goes around more than I don't know how many years by that point, and come up on top with out of all, I chose this story because this is the best.
Yeah.
It was written 2-3 years ago. It's not even solidified itself as something that actually is connected with Supergirl, and you present her for the first time out of 30 years or something. I think even 40 probably, because the first movie, the motion movie was made in 1980 something, I think. So you present her now with all the effects and everything that we have better in cinema, the better quality. You present her to to a wider audience with this movie, with adapting this story, which she's broken down, she's drinking, she travels to the planet with a red sun so that she can get drunk, and that's it. And nothing is like nothing speaks Supergirl. You want to do a story like that? Okay, do it with an original character. Don't do it with a superhero. This ain't no Hancock.
Oh yes, this is just like that.
It's just like that. But why did it work for Hancock? Because it was an original character.
Yes, he's original
His
character.
original character. There is no comic book. He was a satire actually of the superhero
Superheroes in
movies
general.
and superheroes in general. It worked. It's a good movie. I like it actually. It's a fun movie. It works because it's original character. You can make that because there is no canon about him. You can say, oh, okay, so that's a guy. Yeah, he's fun. It works. Here it doesn't because it's a deconstruction of already existing character. You can't present the character with that to the wider audience. What will people know about her now? What if you're
Yeah, this is the first impression that many people are going to get from Supergirl. The first impression.
the first impression,
The first
one, yeah.
So many people did not watch the TV show, and the TV show sucked monkey balls after the first season. Many
yes.
people dropped off, especially when the show was
Wokified,
changed. Yeah, wokified. Everything changed about it. The quality, the storytelling. Melissa Benoist gave her all, but not many people sold this show.
Yeah.
She was Supergirl through and through in the first season. So if you only saw that, great, you have a great idea of Supergirl, how she is, her integrity and everything. But now, the newer generations that are absolutely retarded are gonna see retarded again on the
Yeah,
screen.
and they'd be like, and man, if chill out, and if Supergirl can get drunk, then we can do that too, because we also, freaking teenagers here, and we can drink all the time.
Yeah, the point is that she is a superhero that has integrity, moral code, and principles. She is not like we or people that are degenerate in general. Or I mean, I know that she is. The premise is that basically she lived through some shit, and that's why she is in this state. But here's the thing: again, inherently, we're not supposed to see this story because that's not the correct story for Supergirl. That's the point that matters. That point is the only thing that matters. If you want to see a superhero that's down and out, a girl that has superpowers and she's kicked in the ass and she went through horrible things, well, this is just not Supergirl's story. That's the point. This is not Supergirl's story, so we're not supposed to see this happening with Supergirl. And actually, if this wasn't Supergirl, I would say that maybe I will be interested to see it because it looks kind of interesting if it's not Supergirl.
If it's not Supergirl,
since I know that it is Supergirl, that is why it's such a disgrace.
That's the thing, yeah.
That
If it's
is
not
why.
Supergirl, if you say, well, this is Super Schmuck or something like that, it's an original character, she's, if you make it as comic book with original character, hell, great, I'll read it and I'll say, okay, now that's a good, because I don't see Supergirl.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. Why not adapting another story? What will actually people now? Let's say that someone like us who is a fan of those comic books. Let's say you have a child and you know who Supergirl is, and you decide, okay, I want to introduce Supergirl to my child. Let's say it's a small girl or a boy. Doesn't matter. You want to show him or her a superhero. And you say, okay, well, the newest movie is this one. I can introduce him or her to Supergirl. And you have no idea what James Gunn and company are doing. And you think that you see Supergirl. And then you go to the cinema and that little child sees...
Is he a drunk?
She's a drunk, and what you going to explain to him? Oh, sorry, I didn't know what happened there.
Yeah.
What... and that's the first impression, you know. To my son, for example, his first impression of Supergirl will be the one from the animated series, Superman animated series. That's what I'm going to show him.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
best
But
representation
for
of
others,
Superman.
you know, yeah. To me, it was actually the old movie. I wasn't very impressed, but I said, "Oh, that exists." And then I read the comic books and say, oh, "Okay, cool, yeah."
Yeah.
Why not the one that there was also a great animated movie, Batman and Superman Apocalypse, in which they actually introduce her origin. She just appears on Earth. Quark finds her. Then there was a moment in which Darkseid actually brainwashes her. She goes to do that, and she gets even better, and she kicks his ass.
Oh, that's so cool.
Why not seeing this? How she actually breaks through his mind control and then breaks his ass.
Oh, that's so
You know,
cool.
right?
Hey, I want to see that. What
Right.
is that? Can I
Right.
read that comic book?
Haven't you seen that animated movie? There is an animated movie based on that.
Oh, really? Is there
Yeah.
Wonder Woman in there?
No,
Ah.
only Batman and
Oh,
Superman.
did I mix him the movies? Oh, you
Yes.
gotta show me this.
I'll show you.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. We have something to watch then.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Merry
you
Christmas.
see, that's very exciting
Right?
for me.
Right?
Because
Here
actually, you
you
see
go.
Supergirl strong, and she overcame something that's horrible. She did it
Mm-hmm.
on her own, and she didn't use alcohol
Yeah,
to
she
do
wasn't.
it.
After that, she wasn't in. You know, like after Darkseid, break my mind through his brain control. Now I have to get drunk so that
You
I
gotta
forget
get to the
about
comments. It's important.
it. Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
before we continue the trailer breakdown, so thank you so much to King of Monsters for another 199. Yes, cheers to the mods. You're super.
Ah, was she in that? Oh yes. So sorry, King. She was in that movie. Also, cheers to the mod. She was in that movie. Wonder Woman is in that movie. Yes.
So I have seen it.
Probably, but we can see it again.
Okay. Good
Yes.
evening to Avernum. Supergirl, I'm envisioning She-Hulk level catastrophe with that one.
Probably. I mean.
Probably.
Yeah. If not like that, then like the Marvels.
I have some thoughts, but
Yeah.
we have to go to the trailer so we can get to those thoughts. And hi to today with Julius. Happy to see you too. Do you
Hey,
think
Julius.
that this movie feels like this should have been a sequel? Also good to see you both. I mean, a sequel to what? Again, this shouldn't be the first story that you see Supergirl in, so it shouldn't be anything. I wouldn't put this on the screen. Like, if you are any movie creator, you're gonna take from like way back to the catalog, like the best of the best, and like put it together, like mix it within one, create one unified image of a superhero that personifies that superhero, and you take a story that's familiar and try to adapt it to the best of your ability. That's what you do. You don't take the new thing that is degenerate.
Yeah.
And it's a deconstruction of the character. How many deconstructions of the characters we have to have of a superhero when we have also so many that are not a deconstruction? And
Yeah.
why do even
Yeah.
comic book writers do that? It's so horrible most of the time.
Even the story we talked about with
And
that.
hi to Adam. Hi
Hey,
to
Adam.
Adam. And to finish off today, Julia says, if I direct a Supergirl movie, mine will be based on Superman, the animated series episode Little Girl Lost Part 1 and
Exactly.
2.
When they introduced her for the very first time in that cartoon, and that was great story. Now it's a different take of the story, but it's the same character, it's the core character. You don't do a deconstruction. Same thing I was going to say about that Batman Superman Batman Apocalypse, when they reintroduced her again, how she arrives to Earth, and that's again a new take on her origin, but at its core it's Supergirl.
Yes, and King says this movie and its comic shouldn't exist. This
Totally.
would be a good story for a parody of Supergirl. Yes.
Absolutely. Hey,
Hail
Vic.
to Vic Martino. Hail to you.
We had a new person, John.
Yeah, John. Hail to you.
Hail,
Hi.
John.
I was expecting Supergirl movie. Yeah.
Right, we all expected that. But I'm totally sure that when James Gunn saw that comic book and he already had the idea, I can make this like Guardians of the Galaxy, and his speech to Warner Brothers was, it's Guardians, but with Supergirl.
Yay.
Yeah. Just like the pitch for the Penguin was, it's Tony Soprano, but he's a penguin.
Yes. At least that one.
At least that's actually
that
quality.
counts as
Yeah.
quality. I
Yeah.
mean, we haven't seen it, but
At
at
least
least
that's quality,
that's
yeah.
like the unified opinion for the
Yeah.
penguin. Okay, let's continue with the trailer a bit. I'm just having a thought here. I mean, I hate seeing superheroes with not with their costume.
Yes.
I understand that the context is maybe that she is just with this. She's on the Red Sun planet and she's not super right now, so she doesn't need it basically. Okay, I mean, I don't like to see that in general. Let's say okay, there's many people in real life that went to horrible shit. Excuse my language. And they did not. I mean, me too, by the way. And I never
Yeah.
touched alcohol. Never once. I had many reasons.
I actually stopped it after getting to horrible shit. Yeah, because I
Okay.
understand. I kind of don't need this.
Okay.
Yes.
The point is, the point that I'm making is that if you are a strong-willed person that has principles, and superhero should be even above that, should have that as a baseline, but they should be above that.
Exactly.
They should be the personification of willpower, strength of character. Whatever happens there, they're gonna suffer, but they're gonna get through it. They will not need alcohol to do it. So if I can do it, if other people can do it, if such people existed, we can actually go through life without alcohol at all, like zero, not smoking, not anything like that. Quite the opposite, fitness, health, willpower, all those things. If a normal person can do it, where's my superhero? And why she's not at least to the baseline that I possess? Why she's not at my level? Why she's this?
Why indeed?
What is that?
Yeah.
So you see, superheroes supposed to be much more than us. That's the point, because we see the good example. We try to strive towards this ideal, because if a person works on themselves, they can do whatever is the equivalent of a super while being a human. And this is very important, guys. This is key to understanding superheroes and how they could inspire us. It's not about having superpowers. It's about doing the best with what you have as a person, to develop yourself to the best of your ability, so you become super for yourself. When you compare your past self with your current self, you can see how you excelled, how you improved yourself. You can be proud of yourself, and so you can give example for other people, just like superheroes do. So to us to see this deconstruction of anyone, and Supergirl's one of the best female superheroes ever, and one of the most powerful, when you see her in this light, this negative light, that she's been through something. So the only solution is to go out of her way, to travel galaxies, to reach. Can you imagine how much of an effort that is, to go to a totally different galaxy? That's not a different town, that's a galaxy, so she can get drunk. So imagine her desperateness, her state of being, how low she is in terms of her consciousness and understanding of the reality around her, and how she copes with the reality at all. It is so bad. This speaks so bad about Supergirl.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we cannot cut her any slack because she's a superhero. We cannot. She has to be above us. She has to be above us in the best way possible. That's
why you can't deconstruct those characters like that.
That's why you shouldn't, because it's a travesty. It's a disgrace.
I saw a comment, someone was asking us, have you even read the comic book, and do you know, you are aware that this movie is adapted on an established from 3 years ago, from Tom freaking King, established comic book? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting angry. Established. So it is established comic book.
How about the others?
That deconstructs the character and disrespects her, and all the story of that character. Why would you get that character and make her totally the opposite of what the Empress just said?
Why would you escape?
Why would you do that with that character?
The virtues.
How this will make the character more interesting than any other story you have read about her before that? Why would you pick exactly that shit for your movie, for your first introduction in a bigger universe with that
first
character?
Introduction of a character. This is we haven't had movie about Supergirl since like what, 40 years?
Yeah.
Are
Not
you
even
kidding
more,
me?
40 something, yeah.
And you wanna defend Slop now? For 40 years, we haven't seen Supergirl on the screen. We
Yeah.
have no modern movie about her. Not even one. We just have the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanna tell me this is justified? This is not justified. Like we said, one, the construction of superheroes is a bad thing. It's not a good thing because it destroys the very thing that makes them super and who they should be initially. Their inherent nature is destroyed. Second, this
Absolutely.
means this is disrespect to the character. Thirdly, this is the only representation that many generations are ever going to see of Supergirl. So this also makes it bad. So everything, all those things, is the disrespect, and it's disrespect to the fans, and the whole lore that Supergirl already has so many good stories. Like even that animation that Logan just mentioned with
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and Darkseid. You can find the ways if you're a good writer to write
Exactly.
something that's hard
Exactly.
for Supergirl, but still she's gonna be Supergirl and she's
Exactly.
gonna overcome this because having been brainwashed by Darkseid is one of the worst things that
Absolutely.
can happen to
Absolutely.
anyone, including Supergirl.
Having been brainwashed, making you to attack different planets, making you to attack your own cousin and have to fight him without your acknowledgement, and who knows what else actually. No, but that's the thing in that comic book, because there is a good writer there, and they probably told him, make a new origin story, introduce her for the first time, how she meets Quark now for the first time, she adapts to the world and everything, let her meet Wonder Woman and things like that, but keep the character intact, keep the core of that. Don't make her a drunk, don't make her a hell, I don't know, lesbian or anything, whatever. Keep the character, make new things. Hell, John Byrne did it with Superman in the 80s when he did Man of Steel, the comic book. He basically was like a not exactly deconstruction, because he kept the character himself. He just changed, just like Zack Snyder, he just changed the world around him. And here you go, but you still have the character. It's
Yeah.
still, you open the book and say, oh, that's Superman. I opened freaking Supergirl Wonder of Tomorrow to read that slot because I had to know what is it about. I read and I say, Alice? Who the is Alice?
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, that's very funny. OBS cut for a second there.
Yeah.
Did you guys get a cut of the stream? Because it cut for us. I don't know what happened there. But yeah.
It got to intensify.
Yes, I know. Also, yesterday we did cover the freaking poster, and the disgrace started from there because it says truth, justice, whatever. Like, how disrespectful can you get?
Whatever.
Whatever is the teenager from the 5th floor who screams out of her window every day.
Yeah,
That's-
whatever, mom.
Yeah, that is the example
That's a real neighbor she has.
that's what we have in the movie. So yeah, and Adam says truth, justice, the American way, alcoholism.
Yeah.
Truth, justice, in the yeah. Don't get me started. Yes, King of Monsters. Yeah. Remember, JG Superman.
James Gunn.
He has James Gunn Superman has a poo fetish. Never forget.
Hashtag never forget.
Oh yes, he has many. He has
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
Okay, continue because guys, we can't be here like the whole night. But yeah.
Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
Well, we gotta fix that, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy apparently did Cruella, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I heard.
Mhm.
So I don't know what happened to Krypton. I guess the deconstruction, the freaking destruction of Krypton was not in a day, since she said that.
What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Who is this girl?
This is from the comic book. She hires her to help her get the villain that she needs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the comic book there.
Yeah. Oh, King says this looks subjectively worse than Superman, and that's saying a whole lot.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh God. Well,
At least Superman wasn't drunk.
I mean, tell me how James Gunn didn't take inspiration from the Viltrumites. Just tell me how, because they're all wearing white,
Yeah.
and their whole ideology is to go to other planets and conquer them and F whatever women they
Whatever,
can.
yes, and open up academy.
Just Jesus Christ, and they are wearing white. They are wearing white. She has chin for days, by the way. Yeah, girl, that is.
The gods are not that kind.
She's screaming in space. That's pretty cool. Although no one can hear you in space. But that's pretty cool shot. I'm interested what to see. I mean, to see what's happening there. And by the
And
way, she
that's,
doesn't really need a trench coat. She doesn't feel cold.
Why the trench coat? Yes. Why trench coat in space?
Because
why is that
because
Peter
James
Quill?
Gunn likes Peter Quill's clothing.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Peter Quill originally in the comic book before the movies has never touched a trench coat.
Yeah.
Originally, he actually has the uniform that they have in the third movie.
Well, of course.
The trench coat was again James Gunn or whoever, and then they switched it in the comic books because they became popular. And they said, okay, people have to recognize the characters from the movie. Draw him with the trench coat now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because James Gunn, he just cannot.
And,
I mean,
and even those things look like Guardians of the Galaxy. This scene, she's like that, and the weapons, and I'm here. Who am I? Who the hell is Star-Lord and everything else?
yeah, it just looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
And we did have such scenes in Superman too. The scene with where they're in the desert looking for Superman. Lois is there. Mr. Terrific is there with the balls and the shots and the fighting with the balls.
Yeah.
That look exactly like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's shot the same way.
Totally.
Everything's the same.
Totally. Yeah.
So
he cannot do anything else. And
it's the same.
And the bad thing is that he's now even bringing other directors to imitate his style, so that it fits his horrific vision.
Exactly.
Just okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. Do it that way.
Yeah.
So let it be like Guardians. Everything should be like Guardians now, apparently, because we can't do nothing else. No original stories or.
It's getting very late, guys, so my apologies. But yeah, that's how I get in this time. But I'm trying to keep short here. Truth is here. Hey, Truth. Damn right of Truth can be left behind. What if the destruction was Brainiac?
It wasn't in the comic book that is based off, but it could be.
Yeah, I mean, he can just take something from his ass. He's always gonna do so. But yeah, when did James Gunn, think about it, guys. When did James Gunn actually put on the screen a character just like they're supposed to be in the comic books? Let's think.
Never.
Is it Superman? No. Is it anybody from Suicide Squad?
No.
No. Is it anybody from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Hell no.
Okay, is this Supergirl? Like
No.
she's supposed to be
No.
for the past 70 years?
No.
No.
And you know why? And one of the other reasons why he chose that comic book, except that she's drinking, what else it is? Because she's not alone.
What?
Because there is another freaking character with her there, that child,
yes.
And because he cannot do a movie just with the character, there must be an ensemble where why Lobo is here.
Ensemble?
Yes.
That's so annoying. I want to focus on the character. On
No,
the main
sorry.
character.
James freaking Gunn, a Hollywood director, cannot do that. It must be an ensemble, a whole slew of guys and whatever, Everything must be there.
Yeah. Okay,
Even
let's
the
read some
kitchen scene.
comments before
Let's
we
read some comments,
continue.
yes.
So Vernon says, "Of course they're wearing white. Go give them a pointy hat. They want
Yeah.
want you, James Gunn."
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that this is missing is a pointy hat. Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, so says you don't need to watch that beast of a movie. Night memes, truth, justice, whatever. As James Gunn's telling the fans once again, he does not respect these characters. He's going out of his way to stick it to the fans. Yeah, but the sad thing is that the people that are super aggressive and they go and attack other people online are the exact same people that kiss his ass all the time, and they absolutely defend this. I don't know, how can they defend this? What is the logic behind defending something like this?
Ask the two people that were here 5 minutes ago.
I mean,
they're
what's
not
the
here
logic?
now.
Why would you defend something that is not the character? It's not. It's objectively not. It's new. It's a slop.
Yeah.
What was before, and what was the character? How the character was established? Some characteristics of the character and qualities. Some of that is the default. I mean, some of that is the norm, but by one point in the comic books. There are some comic books that are the canon, and the comic books that are the deconstruction, like this thing now. And when you see the comic book history, you will totally have a very clear idea of who a particular superhero is. You'll know that Supergirl has this and that quality, virtue, whatever. She thinks this way and that way. She differs from Superman this way. And actually, in the show, in the original, in the Supergirl Melissa Benoist's first season show, and in general, they really try to make the difference between Kara and Kal-El. And they got it. They got it. They got it in the beginning, but then of course they ruined it by making Kara stronger than Superman, which was super disrespectful to Superman. Super disrespectful to her, by the way,
to
as
her
well.
too, yes.
Because once again, she doesn't need to step on Superman to look better than him. She just needs to be herself, and she is going to shine in the way that only she can. And Superman is going to shine in the way that only he can. That's the point of everybody. Like, oh, superheroes have something special about them. And Supergirl is kind of like Kal-El in her own way, but she's still her own person. And there's some interesting differences between them that make her compelling character. She does not need ever to step on her freaking cousin to look better.
They show that exactly in the animated series with the 2 episodes that we talked about. They show how exactly she's different than him.
Yeah.
Why the moment she actually appears on Earth and he teaches her, okay, this is Earth, here you have those powers, I use them to help, and the moment she learns that she already wants to help, she's not whining, like, for example, oh, Quark never let me help or things like that. No, she already wants to do it. Now he doesn't let her initially, so she has to find a way, but she doesn't complain about that. She goes and find a way. She doesn't go to get drunk or anything because, oh no, I can't do those things. So they really show how they're different, much like Nightwing is different than Batman.
Hold your horses, George.
Yes, George.
Now, guys, think about this. If you only take the fact that Krypton is destroyed, Supergirl and Superman both could be written by the same logic of people that defend degeneracy. They could be written like initially that they're already down and out and they're crying their eyes out because their whole world is destroyed. None of them did that in the comic books. I'm talking about the original characters, the default of these characters. None of them were like, oh my gosh, Clark, we are cousins, we are the only one that are left. Let's go now to a rock in space and cry.
Yes.
No.
Let's go.
No. So if you want to say, but we have to see superheroes vulnerable and whatever, they can be vulnerable in the other superhero ways, like the Darkseid example.
Yes,
this is the huge challenge with Darkseid, and you have to be very strong-willed to overcome this. It's not even about the superpowers, it's about her strong will, and that's what made it happen. Because inside those very strong bodies of Supergirl and Superman, those two are very strong-willed and they're very good people, and that is what makes them eligible to wield these powers in the first place. That is what people forget, that they are strong, they are good, and they will not be corrupted no matter what. That is profound. So if you write good characters, this vulnerability that you want to see in your superheroes is there. It's written, but it's against very horrible and very violent, mind you, attacks and enemies and challenges that they're still overcoming. You don't need to put them on our human level of like physical vulnerability to write good stories, because then you're not writing good stories. Then you're taking the easy route and making them weak physically, just so you can hurt them, which is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Absolutely, yes.
From a writer standpoint, from a human that wants to see their superheroes in this light, this is pathetic. You want to tell me that you want to see your superheroes so low and down, then you have your issues. You have your own issues somewhere inside. You want to see other people down. You want to see your heroes down. There's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the superheroes in general. inherently. They're supposed to be the ideal. You are supposed to strive to see them, to see those heroes, how they rise, how they fall, but in their own way. So you can be inspired and be better. You can grow yourself. You can find that superhero within you. That's the point. That's the meaning. You are not supposed to want to see these heroes down and out so you can feel better about yourself. Grow up.
If you want to feel better by seeing those characters select, you don't deserve those characters at all.
That means that you're
You know,
weak.
you just don't deserve them.
That
You're
means
weak.
that you are so weak.
Watch something else about people who drink and stuff, whatever.
No,
but
no.
but leave the characters alone. You don't deserve them. Just don't.
Just grow the fuck up
Yeah.
and be strong. Don't be weak.
Grow a pair. Don't try to take the pair of the superheroes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, bullies do the same thing. They bully other people because they're jealous about something with you, with this in these people. When I was bullied when I was a kid, they were jealous of me because I didn't need anybody else. I could just draw superheroes on my desk and draw other things like horses and whatever. And I was self-sufficient and better by myself. I didn't need to go and mingle amongst the kids. I had my own things to do. I had my own interests. They couldn't stand that. They were just going out of
They
their
can never stand
minds.
that, yeah.
So they wanted to hurt me in whatever ways they could find, like literally. That was like the purpose of their day.
Yeah, even to this day, people, when they see that you actually have things to do and not go do all the stupid things they do, for them is strange and weird. Even to this day, like whenever I say, let's say, no, I'm not going to the Christmas party of the company that work because I have more important things to do, and all of them wonder, like what? And I say, well, I can train, read a comic book, have fun the way I can, being with the people that actually being here with you guys. That's it.
Contributing.
Yeah. Instead of going somewhere, meeting people that I don't care about.
And be like Supergirl at the party.
Exactly. By the way, exactly. Because that's exactly what I'm going to see. That's why they make her again a normal, ordinary, average Joe.
So the poor pathetic people that have nothing else to do can relate.
And exactly when they go to the movie theaters to see how she's dancing there in the disco, because she don't say, hey, we do that too. Okay, why don't you do the other thing? Why don't you fly like her, having superpowers? Being your true self. Because once you believe in yourself, then you unlock those superpowers. Actually, why can't we do that?
No,
why do we have to see how she does the
It takes effort. It takes the exact willpower and effort that we appreciate in superheroes.
Yeah.
But that's the point. You have to be that. You have to develop that. It doesn't just happen. I didn't just become a disciplined person. I mean, it's the opposite. I was a lazy person when I was a kid. I had to work through it all on my own because I hated that. I hated how what a couch potato I was when I was 14.
I also hated when I was fat, and I always tried to. No. I want to change that. How I can't stay like that. No.
How can you be better? And then you become. You found a way. You did it. You sustained it. You found the willpower. You built qualities like that. You built character traits that nobody can take away from you because this is something that became real because you willed it into existence. It became part of you. You created something new within yourself that wasn't there before, and that's a real achievement.
Yeah.
But superheroes are already perfect. Basically, I mean, not perfect, but I mean, they already have qualities that are totally achievable as long as you want. As long as you want.
As long as you want.
We cannot fly like them, but that was never the point.
That's not
never
the point,
be a point. The powers is just a metaphor for who you could be.
Fly.
That's it.
Because you have that feeling, as if you're flying.
Now let's check some of the comments and then we can continue. There's a few that actually gathered, and Clayton agreed with you. He has gone through the same thing.
Truth says you Slavics are cold but based.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, we're not cold, actually.
No.
We're just direct.
Just direct, yes.
Just very direct because it's like tough love, basically. You have to hear the truth directly in your face so you can actually understand that there's nothing but the truth. And if you realize what the truth is, then there's no excuses anymore. You just realize that you gotta face it like straight on. Just gotta get up, get off your ass and just be better.
Get up, get on.
I mean, there's no point in laziness. There's no point in procrastinating.
No point, yes.
There's no point in any
Indeed.
of this that is negative, so to speak. There's only point in growth and building something, making something of yourself, develop a talent, do whatever. It's creative, and it creates, but don't do the deconstruction as something that distracts. You know, don't do the opposite. So whatever has meaning in this life, it always has to do with building and be better. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with degradation or trying to escape reality with substances like alcohol.
Exactly.
So that's why this is so wrong. I mean, this could be like a interesting story in a vacuum if she overcomes this and becomes like a real Supergirl at the end, which would be great. But that's still not Supergirl. So
still not
even
Supergirl,
if this happens in this movie, this still will not be Supergirl. And kids, if they watch this movie, they're still gonna see somebody that drunks and whatever.
I mean, if you
Drinks.
say
Drinks.
this is an Elseworld story, and okay, but that's not what it is. That's part of their main universe that they're doing there. So
Yeah. Okay, let's try to read something, but there's many stuff. You're gonna miss something, guys. I apologize. Watching two chats at the moment. I like the Iron Giant. Who are you to choose
you
to
are
be?
who you choose to be Superman. Yeah, the Adam Giant is great. Yeah, great pick, Adam. That really actually shows how to be a superhero.
Let's see the other chat. Let's see the other chat. Bear with us, guys. I see where we are. Okay, yes, King of Monsters says, I bet a whole lot of money that the reason there are the harm stuff and the Kryptonians are conquerors is because that was going to be a plot point from Brightburn. Am I reaching with that? I'm not sure. I mean, I watched Brightburn, but the boy basically brutally murdered everybody.
And you know who is the producer of that movie?
James Gunn.
Yeah.
And I don't know any other lore about this movie, so I don't know if the idea was any of the sort and where he's coming from. Like, the movie was just done and done, like one and done. So I don't know. Most importantly, he doesn't understand them. Yes, he doesn't understand anything. James Gunn only understands what is funny, goofy, and pathetic. Like, that state of being like you're down and out and pathetic, that's what he understands very well. But that's it. James Gunn likes trench coats because that's what he wears when he goes out of his perverted patrols. Yeah,
I wouldn't
probably.
be surprised. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that also he is doing some orgies and stuff like that.
El Turner, hi.
Yeah.
Slipknot is here, yes. Yeah, everything's a superhero comedy these days, yeah. Thanks, Man of Culture, for the posting of the links.
Doggies.
Yeah. Somebody's drinking water.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Gunn is truly a sick person. Well, this is what he shows. Gunn is extremely tone deaf at DC. He's mocking the core DC fan base and the DC character. Supergirl from the Flash movie was perfect in the original screenplay. She didn't die. Gunn killed her off.
Yeah, also
That's horrible,
he's the one who
man.
actually replaced Ben Affleck in the end with James freaking Clooney because he was on record saying that his favorite Batman is the George Clooney one. He's not Batman at all.
That's not Batman.
No,
That's like the Batman that everybody
We
makes fun of.
actually when we did our partial review, I think you had a fan, but I forget who was it, that said that he actually was on a pre-screening of the original cut of that movie before they changed the stuff, and he said that Ben Affleck was there in the end.
Yeah,
But after
great.
that,
But why not delete the
Yeah.
greatest Batman ever? The first scene we see from Supergirl is Crypto pissing all over a picture of Superman. This has been a theme DC has been pushing since Gunn got the position at the WB. I'm surprised Crypto didn't pull on it.
Yeah,
By this point, it's such a huge disrespect. And again, at least if you're gonna do such a disgusting scene, just put the newspaper on a wall, so it could make sense. Because, like I said, dogs pee on the wall. Male dogs pee on something that's high. They
And
don't
he has
pee
a
just
dog.
on the ground.
And he has a dog, a male dog.
Yeah.
He still doesn't know that. Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ.
He has to show us something. He has to. What do you mean show us? Hold on.
What El Turner says?
love and passion, the way that they critique and articulate your points. You're quickly becoming some of my favorite content creators because of the love and passion and the way that you are critiquing and articulate your points. L. Turner.
L. Turner, thank you.
Thank you so
Really
much.
amazing, really
Thank
amazing.
you.
Also, Vic says
Vic.
much respect from this New York City man, Brooklyn, New York, to my Bulgarian buddies here, my kind of peeps. Thank you,
Thank you,
Vic.
so
Also,
we appreciate that a lot.
yes,
Because we're really, really direct. Maybe some people are not used to that, but
that's how we do the things here.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
No,
no
it's-
beating around the bush. So
no.
as a person who used to be fat now, people may think that I'm too harsh to fat people because I always measure, but it's because I know the feeling and I really want to save those people. That's why I just tell them, man, you're fat.
I also was fluffy.
Yeah. So
yeah.
to me, it's the direct one. Sorry, you're fat. You have to do things, but no, but you get up from the butt. First, you get up from the butt, and that's it. Otherwise, there is no other way. You know, there is no. But I accept myself. Cool, man.
Accept yourself as a thinner
Cool.
person.
Can't you accept yourself as a thinner person?
A healthier
you
one.
know, and healthy. Yeah. So here we go. That's the same thing with superheroes because we love them. You know, we don't like when they do those deconstructions and everything else. You can do it as a satire, again, as we said with Hancock, or you know, like with the boys and stuff. But that's why they work, because they are exactly that. They are satire. That's how they were created. But to give me a main story with one of those beloved characters and to tell me that this is what I have to see now, just no. Sorry.
Okay, let's finish reading. We have to finish the trailer. So King of Monsters says, I've had my problems with alcohol and I wouldn't want to see that with heroes like Supergirl and Superman. Anti-heroes like Wolverine are different and those characters don't belong on heroes.
And even Wolverine, by the way, you know, he does it because he can regenerate, but even he at a point understands that he has to stop and he becomes a real hero once he understands, wait a minute, I'm not what Weapon X did to me, because for him that was the trauma. That was very hard for him. All the experiments in my memories, what is real, what is not, I don't know. That was very hard for him, that trauma actually. But at one point he understand, I am not this actually, and those things, what happened to me, all the claws and the bones, it was so that he can actually use those things to protect, because even in the cartoon he said, how can this be a purpose? And there was Nightcrawler who tell him about God, and he said, why would God let anyone do this to me? And he said, because you have a higher purpose.
Well, actually, that's wisdom right there.
Yeah. And then he understands, and he knows, so this was done to me so that I can protect more. Those are not weapons to kill. They are actually so that you can protect.
Exactly.
And even he understands that.
And the point is that you turn whatever happened to you around and you become better for it. You don't become the victim of it. You become better for it.
Exactly.
I know it's very hard to do, but like I've said, I've been through absolutely horrible stuff in my life. Like, I can't say what, but it's horrible. And I turn it around. Just because I refuse to feel like a freaking victim.
Yeah.
I just refuse. Why would I do that? I have much easier and like better outlook on life when I, basically use all my talents and develop them and help people and just be productive and don't drown myself in sorrow or whatever. Just no point to that. No point to live like this, because whatever happens to us could be like the worst thing ever once again. But how we choose to react to it is our responsibility after that. It's still our responsibility how we choose to react, and what we choose to do, what will happen to us, still our thing.
And James Gunn doesn't understand how serious the things with the alcohol actually are. To him, even this is shown like something, haha, look at the funny. It's not funny. It's just not funny. He has to understand, and that you can't show it as if it's something funny. When people say she's drunk now, but don't they know the struggle?
I mean, you can be drunk 1-2 times, but if it becomes systematic, then you become to destroy your whole body.
Absolutely,
and you shorten your life. You can actually die. So it's not funny at all. Okay, so remember the Supergirl is based on Tom King's storyline, says Nate. Tom King is possibly the worst creative to ever work at DC. He's responsible for a lot of the woke BS being inserted into DC comics.
Absolutely. That's why he chose to work exactly with him. And people will tell me this is an established comic book, it's an established toilet paper.
Ugh.
I even wouldn't grace it with my butt, actually.
Yeah.
You know.
You're literally saying everything I've been thinking. Well, Turner, you're welcome. Chris Bear's my favorite Batman. Truth? Okay.
Christian Bale, okay.
Okay, I mean,
For us, it's Ben
for us, it's Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all know why Gunn's picked the actress to play Supergirl. James Gunn loves alcohol.
Well, I mean,
No
it does
comment.
sound logical, yeah.
No comment. Who knows? I mean, she's a good actress. I just don't like her very
Otherwise, yeah.
much physically, how she looks like. There's much prettier actresses to play Supergirl.
You
She's
know-
not the epitome of beauty, like Superman is supposed to be epitome of masculinity and handsomeness. She's not that. So there's, I mean, Melissa Benoist is prettier.
yeah.
She's older now, but okay, there's other actresses, for goodness sake, they can start from the beginning.
Even
you know?
even Sasha Calle was her
Sasha
name
Calle.
from Flash. Calle, yeah.
She's a
Even
better
though
actress.
she didn't look like Supergirl, that was Supergirl there.
Yeah.
That was a different universe Supergirl, but at the core it was Supergirl. She had the traumas. She had I've seen shit. Even Quark was dead already. She felt on that. She didn't say, Zod, okay, you won. I'm going to this bar over there now. You either join me or hell conquer Earth while I'm drinking. No, she fought him.
Mm-hmm.
And even was going to beat his ass. You know,
Yeah.
still.
Okay, that's exactly. Ben Affleck was originally at the end of The Flash as well as Sasha as Supergirl, and even Keaton's Bruce Wayne survived, but Gunn chose Clooney against the consumer interest, changing third act.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The Snyderverse promotes accountability. James Gunn's regime promotes unaccountability. Yeah,
exactly.
Turner.
Yeah,
Turner Gunn is a jerk. That's why.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the same thing occurred with Disney, as Slipknot says. To Nate, if I remember correctly, some people thought that Disney wouldn't get Fox because of monopoly concerns, but they still got Fox in the end. That's yeah, they didn't do anything to. I mean, they didn't do anything with Fox quite. I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of assimilated, and that's it.
And
They
that's
can
it,
use the
yeah.
characters, but they didn't do justice to Fox. Not until, I mean, not yet. And this he wouldn't never alcohol. Aha. He also never says alcohol is a good outlet as well, which I've always respected. Wolverine, yes. This he wouldn't have lost money had Keaton lived, because if you watch the Flash trailer where they reintroduced Keaton as Batman, the numbers were massive. The show consumer interest in Keaton and Affleck, of course. I mean, that was a great opportunity for them
Yeah.
to both be on the screen at the same
Yeah,
time. And
absolutely.
they ruined that. They pissed on
Yeah,
it.
with Clooney.
Yeah, because James Gunn decided to swoop in the very last minute and ruin everything. Vic Martino says before Gunn was put in charge of the DCU, he actually berated the superhero genre. He has no respect for the characters. He never should have been put in charge. Yes, he said
Totally.
horrible things about Superman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he didn't understand it, he's lame or something like this. I'm paraphrasing because that has been lost. I tried to
Yeah, of course.
I tried to search for it, still haven't found it, but many people have seen it. I have seen it. Remember what
yeah,
he said? And this was just before, a bit just before he got the job of being ahead of DC. Then he changed all of his tune. And remember how many times he lied about things that are coming? How many times he lied? He actually lied, like directly lied about stuff. He even said that Superman's gonna be in freaking Peacemaker. Where was Superman in Peacemaker?
He wasn't.
There's no Superman in
No
Peacemaker.
Superman in Peacemaker.
Anyway, that's a piss
Peacemaker.
show. That's a piss show. Before, yeah, I read that if you should, yeah, you shouldn't use use it as a toilet paper. Might catch something from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would, as I said, I wouldn't grace
Yeah.
it with the touch of my butt. Yeah.
Exactly.
My butt is better than that comic book.
Okay, they're going to because of James Gunn. I mean, Superman lost money.
They're already losing
So
money.
yeah,
So
Superman
yeah.
lost money.
Also, that so much established comic book didn't sell well, but that's a different story for another day.
Yeah.
I wonder why it didn't sell well.
Hey, Crippling Joy is here. Incoming
Joey.
stream in the moment. Empress Lucky sale about something mentioned earlier. Bit spammy with the DLCs, but hey, just look after the stream if it interrupts too much. Something spammy. Yeah. What?
Something spammy? What?
I mean, we do have the gaming awards, but that's much later. I
Oh,
gotta sleep.
yeah.
And we're gonna cover it tomorrow.
We're going to cover tomorrow, like the best categories, what happened. And
Yeah, what
something
happened,
Like that, yeah.
Okay, this does not look like this is.
Oh, we're still in the trailer, yeah.
Yes, we're still in the tricky trailer.
Okay.
I'm not sure how she's gonna do without her powers. Maybe she has some of her powers here. If she does, she really shouldn't
She
break a
has to
sweat.
travel to planets that are not.
I mean, she
so
looks like she has
it
her
looks like
powers.
She has the powers, yeah.
But still, if she does that move, she would break the wall, the building, everything. If she really that strong. Is that Mongol?
That's supposed to be the villain from the comic book, but they kind of change him how he looks. Yeah, I forgot his name. He's original for that comic.
Uh-huh.
On your planet have powers like you?
Now she has powers for sure.
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
And that's
But
cool. I
probably
like
because
this shot.
because she's drunk, she can't use it all that much. As a trailer, everything is good actually as a trailer. But again, if it was anyone else but Supergirl,
Yeah. I like this. Looks very basic.
that's a great shot.
Yeah, looks basic but serviceable.
Oh, the finish is.
Now
exploding.
this is my greatest concern. If they freaking kill Crypto, although I don't want Crypto at all, but he's still there. So if they kill the dog, I'm
Well,
gonna
I
be
don't think
pissed.
that because you know it.
Maybe this is manipulative. I'm not sure.
I think that's it because crypto is pretty much the only thing that will sell merchandise to kids for them. So I don't think they do that.
I mean, he looks very upset, so I'm
Well,
worried.
maybe he's just injured, which is still
He-
bad.
I mean,
but,
if you know on the original test screenings of Superman, Crypto was very hurt.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
James Gunn decided it's a very good idea to show animal cruelty again in the movie because
again, yeah.
we haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because the animal cruelty, and he has a friend that said that it's bad
Yeah,
and it's bad, and she also has a dog.
yeah,
So if she says that this is bad, we're not watching it.
yeah.
I know that they are CGI. It
I
doesn't
have
matter.
another friend
Doesn't matter,
who
they're
doesn't
CGI.
have a dog who said it's not that bad, but I said you don't have a dog. So yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So-
We don't
so
wanna
no.
see. Animal cruelty is a no-no, okay?
No, yeah.
I mean, beating Superman to a bloody pulp is a no-no, but if you hurt an animal, no.
No,
No,
I don't
that's
care.
a
It's a
crime.
CGI
That's a
animal. Still no.
Still no.
Yeah.
So if something happens to Crypto, I'll be extremely upset.
Mhm.
And I don't want to be upset at all. I don't want these movies to make me feel this way, you know? One of the worst pains that you can feel is to see an animal suffering, especially your animal.
Yeah, it
like-
doesn't matter if it's CGI or not. It still represents an animal. It still represent. It still looks real. So no.
So no.
Just-
so
just
I
no.
just pray to God. Just
Yes.
pray to God that James Gunn is not gonna use another doggy or creature to show suffering on the screen. Just make Supergirl suffer.
Roadkill says
On her own, if
Roadkill
we can.
says I got to skip those parts with my kids about Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Ah,
have one more confirmation. Yeah.
okay, at least you did, but I don't want to get to them so I can see that it starts and then I have to skip it. That's also very stressful.
Also, was it the last? I stopped being interested in Guardians of the Galaxy first because of that. Second of all, was it the last Christmas or when was it that they released that Christmas special with the Guardians of the Galaxy? Jesus.
Oh yes,
Jesus,
the Christmas special. That
Jesus
was
Christ.
horrible, by the
Guys,
way.
I would prefer to watch the infamous Star Wars Christmas special.
That was
Than this.
It was very unwatchable.
It's that bad. I prefer the Star Wars Christmas special. Most of you probably know what I'm talking about. You know, I just prefer that. You know,
And that was just
Yeah.
bad, just plain bad.
Jesus Christ! Yeah,
It was ridiculous, super childish, immature, and stupid.
Yeah.
True says something very amazing. I'll still beat the crap out of a mosquito, though.
you can because they are what was the word?
Invasive species.
Invasive species. So
And-
it's okay.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can totally beat the crap out of flies,
Yes.
wasps,
Flies, cockroaches,
cockroaches,
wasps, cockroaches.
ticks,
Yeah. Yes.
Fleas. So
Totally.
yeah, they're
Totally.
horrible.
Yes.
They contribute nothing good to nature. They're bad for animals, and for us, we gotta kill them.
Exactly. You gotta
Like
kill them.
I
Yes.
kill that shit. like
Empress,
Dina.
Empress 2025. I killed that shit.
Yeah.
And then a T-shirt, an epic T-shirt.
Yes. Okay, Lobo for
Lobo
a fraction of
for
a
a fraction,
second.
and we can see his cigar. Nice.
No, really, if something happens to Crypt, I'm gonna lose it.
I think that in the next area they show more of Lobo. Actually.
You know, it's very hard to screw up Lobo, so he's probably gonna be perfect.
Especially when you have Jason Momoa. I mean,
Because he's Lobo.
he was literally born to do that.
Yeah.
So,
He's just Lobo, guys. He's just Lobo. He's perfect. It's very hard to just stop it like right there. It's almost impossible to make this. Okay, let me try again. He looks dead. I hope he's not dead.
Crypto.
Yeah. I think he didn't look dead when I first watched it, but now it's too dark, so I'm not sure. So close.
Yeah.
What's Superman like?
I mean, I like that, but I still wish her to ditch the stupid train code.
Where
And
is
finally
going
she
to?
ditched it.
Finally. So yeah, in the end of the movie we see
I
Supergirl.
pray
actually,
to
yeah.
God that this is not gonna be at the end of the movie, but it's probably going to be at the end of the movie.
You mean like we saw Superman in the movie, but in the end of the movie? Actually.
Yes, you know, in the end of Superman 2025, he talked to Lois. He was like, Miss Lane, and then they went to kiss. Well, that was like a real Superman moment there,
Yeah.
like right there.
The only
he,
good thing
he
in that
spoke
movie,
like
yes.
Superman. He behaved like Superman.
Superman,
He had the voice. He had the posture, the
He
demeanor.
looked good.
He
He
looked
wasn't,
good.
all, bloody, muddy, or whatever. No.
Yeah, they went to kiss just like in Man of Steel with Lois. Like the spinning shot, it's the same, guys. It's just in another setting.
Yeah.
Anyway, no originality, James Gunn.
But then in the end credit scene, they messed that up again when he was talking to Mr. Terrific, and he said, "Oh, sometimes I can be such a jerk," and I say,
No, you can't.
Superman,
You're Superman.
Su-
You
su-
can't be a
su-
jerk. It's
Dio."
literally impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the cost. Let's talk about the costume for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So the costume is like, I mean, this design obviously is the design that we have with Superman, and we absolutely despise the Superman costume because it's too thick, doesn't have any muscle definition.
To quote the great philosopher Daffy Duck, it's despicable.
It's despicable, yes. It has huge trunks, much larger than those of Christopher
Those
Reeve.
trunks are huge. Hey, we gotta make Tsunami say that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, but on Supergirl, it's not exactly the same. They made it thinner. It's not that thick. You can see that it's not that thick. It still has this plushy, soft feeling to it, which just screams homemade and cosplay,
Yeah.
which I don't like. But overall, it looks good on the screen. So this is not something that we're hugely against, because unlike when it comes to Superman 2, a girl, when it's like, more shaped towards her body and the cape sits well, it's better.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks
like
better,
the
yeah.
color in general. I just prefer, the open décolletage kind of a thing with the cape like this way. Like this way. I mean, of course, this is now just the cape that I attached to my t-shirt, but I mean, I like how it inserts here on her costume, but it will be maybe a bit better. It's like the classical thing where the cape just inserts like that, or the most perfect design is like of Man of Steel.
I'll be back with an example. Continue.
Oh, yes, thank you. Because it's perfect in the way that it sits. It's perfect, the height of it. Like everything about it is just a great design. And here we have our own personal Henry Cavill. Superman. This just got here yesterday. This is the latest Fonjoy action figure. It's like the best representation ever made so far of Henry Cavill's Superman from BVS, mind you. This is the costume from BVS, not Man of Steel. They are different. Now we're just waiting for InArt to make their figure, which should be even better than this one. But this is really amazing. It has Henry Cavill's likeness. I know that you can't really see it this way, but and
in person it's also much
the
better.
cape is not wired, maybe because they want to sit on him like this. but they really nailed, although the scale is so little compared to like a real human, they nailed how the costume inserted on the cape inserted on the costume. It's perfection. You have the lines here and everything, just so beautiful how it falls. The texture, it's absolute perfection. The only thing that I don't like about this figure is that they should have made the waist a bit smaller, so the V-taper is emphasized. He does have a V-taper a wider back when you turn him around, which is great. But the waist is a bit thicker. It's not how it looks like on camera. On camera, it actually looks thinner, but it's not. It's very thick. You can see it from the front. He actually looks like SpongeBob instead of triangular, how he should look. So, but other than that, this is pretty much like so beautiful. But yeah, this is the perfect way to make Superman cape. Like, there's nothing better because it covers the shoulders and you see the red here, which is pretty balanced with the blue. And then the S is perfectly big for the chest, while her S is very small. And of course, this type of a design of the logo is what?
Her ass.
Her S?
Her ass is very small. Yeah.
Yeah, her S.
Her ass.
But yeah, this is like the best Kryptonian thing ever. Like, you can say this is a
Absolutely,
freaking
absolutely.
Kryptonian, it's not man-made. That's what it says, and whatever her costume says is just bleh.
I mean, I'm wondering
serviceable.
if in this James Gunn freaking universe, if the costume of Superman was made by his mom, who made her suit again? Her again, or is that mother is
Making
Martha
her-
doing all the
Oh, God.
costumes? You
Yeah,
know,
who the heck
is-
made
is
Supergirl's
Batman also
costume?
knocking on her door and saying, Martha, my suit outfit is busy now. So gotta make my suit. And then Green Lantern also is there, and everybody is there, and Martha
Yeah,
is like
why
working.
didn't James Gunn just said, hey, those costumes are from Krypton, problem solved. But now, where is her costume coming from?
He said
This
he
creates a
said
problem.
he said that for him,
Yeah.
even for him, it's hard to suspend his disbelief about the thing with the glasses, and he put the freaking hypno glasses, which were
Which is not canon in the comics.
not anymore, you know. But gives me costumes made by his mom.
That's more
That's more believable. That's more believable. His mom, who was literally made like an idiot, you know, talking to the phone like that. So Clark, what you gonna do now, Clark? I cleaned your boots. She made the costume.
How?
That woman there, really? Jesus Christ.
I mean, my Supergirl costume was made by a professional tailor and barely resembles movie quality. Like, barely. Let alone a woman. Like, just a woman tailor somewhere in her garage or a house? What, are you kidding me? And that costume is so thick. There is no machine that's homemade that could, like, the needle cannot penetrate that shit.
Yeah.
To sew it. Like, forget about it.
Thank
Forget
you.
about it.
Thank you, Yasta. Yasta is laughing.
Also, Turner.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna read your comment. Just a sec. We're almost done, so we're gonna read your last comments before we have to go. So this we say that this costume is pretty okay for a shitty variant of a costume in general.
Pretty okay. Another good one on a t-shirt. Pretty okay for the shitty suit. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Maybe it's 2025.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would prefer a bigger S. I would remove the color. I will create a texture that resembles the Man of Steel texture that actually looks like an alien fabric and not this. It just looks cheap as hell, man. And the belt, if that's supposed to be metal, it looks just like every other like Marvel costume. It looks like freaking plastic. I even remember in that scene of Thor, where like the second Thor, not the third one with the Hulk.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah,
Yeah, when
Ragnarok.
they fought, Ragnarok,
Yeah.
when they fought in the Coliseum and Thor did this, yay, and he just did,
It's a friend from work.
yay, friend from work, yeah. And I think his like the sharp things from this side of the helmet, they just moved and shaked like plastic or rubber or something. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It's so cheap. It should look like metal. At least make it look so.
At least
But
make
it
it.
doesn't look like. It looks like a cheap, a cosplay costume. And cosplay costumes are not cheap. at all. Actually, they cost thousands,
They cost
but they
thousands, yeah.
use foam and such materials that are soft intentionally. They are easy to paint. They look great, like first glance, but for a movie, you can see through that. That's not real. So yeah, I mean, I like what she does here.
What is exactly she doing?
She has something like a huge mace.
Okay.
I mean, equivalent of a mace at least. It has just a huge handle and a rope attached to it, you see. And she's just killing everybody like that, like bam,
Nice.
bam. I hope they're killed because if they're not, like, what are we even doing here? We have to have the full degeneracy on display. We gotta kill everybody. Like, what is this? I wish I see more of that costume.
Where was that line that she was saying about Superman?
Here? Did we hear it or did we skip it? No? Hold on, I'm gonna go back. It should be here somewhere.
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Now, great line, but there is a problem.
Of course, there is a problem.
That line right there. You know what is Superman like? He sees the good in everyone, but I see the truth. That right there establishes this Superman, the David Cornsworth one, as a total idiot.
Yes.
As a total idiot.
Yes.
Much like in his movie, naive idiot who,
Naive. I mean, he is.
after all the horrible things Lex Luthor has done to him, to the other people, holding those people in his dimension there, sparkling a war, many people died. He killed a freaking person in front of his eyes, and he still tells him in the end, I know that there is still some good in you. Man, are you freaking idiot?
Yes.
And that here solidifies it. Even more. Even
more.
Because she apparently sees how people really are, and he can't.
He can't. He's
And
so
he
dumb.
can't,
He's 30 years old.
Yeah.
But he
He's
can't see.
doing this for 3 years, as they
Yeah.
established, but he can't.
He can't.
Yeah.
He can't see that the Lex Luthor. I mean, yeah, totally. A man that just killed somebody in front of you, cold-blooded, without even blinking.
Yeah.
That's totally a good person.
So,
Sure.
totally,
Sure,
there is some good in
Superman.
him, of course. Yeah.
Where is
let's-
the good? It's a cold-blooded murder.
Yeah.
In some countries, he will be on the electric
Are
chair,
you-
frying his brains out.
Are you going to go to this man and that he killed? Are you going to go to his family and tell them, I know he killed your father or husband or whatever, but there is still some good in him.
Cold-blooded. Don't forget.
Cold-blooded, yeah, but there is still some good in him. Believe me,
Okay, hold on. We gotta take the. Okay, hold on. Where we are. Was good marketing the super movie to Cecil Turner? I mean, kids and retarded people?
Yeah.
I mean, people
apparently.
that apparently don't even see the significance of a dog pissing on a newspaper that has Superman on it. You don't see the disrespect in that. They can't help you. Maybe you should read more books and educate yourself about respect. What is respect to a character and what's not.
Also
Like,
reading
this
so
was
much really good comic
unfathomable.
books. Yeah.
Unfathomable. Unfathomable. Like a few years ago when we actually had principles, we couldn't actually imagine the superheroes could be portrayed this way.
You know what this reminds me of? Like in the what was it in that horrible game, Suicide Squad versus Justice League, when they killed the Flash and who was it? Was it
Kill the Justice League.
Kill the Justice League?
Oh, yes.
When they killed the Flash, was it the
Captain
Flash and
Boomerang
Captain Boomerang
peed on his corpse.
on his, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
That's
the same
freaking
thing. Yeah.
like
Totally the same thing.
this is horrible. This is ugly. This is disgusting. This is like beyond disrespect by this point, because you're not doing it just to a person, you're doing it to a hero. So, I mean, if people are thinking like that, then I mean, I just lost hope for humanity. And basically, we have to, show people what's principle, and they gotta somehow like get it into their thick skulls that we have to have morals and moral code, because otherwise we are nothing. We're just criminals then. If we just think that
totally.
everything goes and there's
We can do
no
whatever we
respect and
want,
no anything towards anyone, then you don't deserve respect. Then you are nothing. Then we don't have anything as human beings. We are undistinguishable from anything that's animalistic. You don't realize that, then I can't help you. Okay, I'm trying to read the comments. Not they better not screw up Lobo. He's my favorite Superman villain. Right? True. Probably not. Really, he's so ridiculous. How can you screw up that? He's right up James Gunn's alley.
Exactly, yeah, and he probably they won't keep him as a villain, you know.
But
so.
King says that's not Lobo, that's just Momoa. Well, Lobo is Momoa, so they're the same thing. Might be a
Well,
hot take,
yeah,
but playing himself doesn't cut it for the character, especially when he is with Supergirl alternate Earth. She gives Lobo character development.
Well, you know, Lobo is has some depth in the comic books actually. If you, yeah, but they're not going to do that. It's going to be Momoa doing his things, you know. Again, drinking, saying "Woo, my man," and all the other things, you know.
Well, King says that Lobo does have depth that Momoa, in my opinion, can't reach.
Here we go. Yes.
Well, maybe I don't know. I
It
mean,
would be more like of you know, kind of like first when he appeared in the Superman animated show before he actually started working with Superman. So he's going to be like the main this, the main that. You know, he's going to try to fight Supergirl. She's going to kick his butt probably because he's a man.
but not only because he's a man, because
Not
Supergirl
because
is
of that, of
stronger
course,
than
yes.
Lobo.
Yes.
Come on. Okay, Gunn Boots are complain about how dark these looks are they? Bots? Dark? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another thing that, you know, people that love Gunn, they say that this Superman is lighter and the universe is lighter, but it's not. Because it represents weak characters
and weak
and
characters, yeah.
degeneracy. So that's not
exactly.
lighter, that's actually a lot darker. You just don't realize it because the true evil is one that you don't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you present darkness that has a good outcome with building upon it, when you give it meaning and reason and direction, then it becomes good at the end because you see what can come, how good could be born. But I doubt that there's such a depth here.
Probably not.
I mean, what can happen at the end that is gonna justify this whole arc of Supergirl being a complete trash of a person? What can happen at the end that's gonna justify that instead of having like something like the dark side story? I mean, I'm not saying dark side literally, but something that is gonna present significant challenge to Supergirl that she has to
Well,
overcome by herself.
I don't think that I don't remember that much of the stupid comic book because I really tried to erase it from my mind, you know. But I don't think that this little girl was dying there or something like that. I think she stayed alive, so it couldn't be that. But maybe they'll go that route.
I'm telling you, something happens to the dog.
I hope not,
I'm losing it.
because you know what?
Ah,
Freaking dog ain't in the comic book.
yes, but he can still kill it.
Yeah. So
Nothing prevents him to kill Crypto.
yeah. I hope they don't go that route because they decide to put him there, and now.
Also, if they
then
do it,
do
it's a huge
something
spoiler
original.
because it's in a trailer now,
Yeah.
which is so horrible as well. Yes says, "Hey Gary, you didn't answer. Is your cape flows without the wind?"
Flying without the wind.
Oh, it just well, I don't
It's
get
from
it.
Imperial power. It flows with Imperial power.
Ah, Imperial power.
Without wind.
Oh, okay, okay, I can
hope.
yeah. Jason Momoa Lobo will be the best part of this movie, probably. Henry Cavill's BVS Superman looks so accurate.
It's amazing. Yeah, amazing thing.
It's amazing. Supergirl is alright, but Power Girl, I hate that bitch. Well, it's Supergirl basically. Power Girl, Supergirl.
Basically.
They're the same, just Power Girl's a clone.
I always wondered one thing. Why is she having bigger boobs than?
Yeah, something happened in the cloning. I don't know what. Vic Martin says, I'm worried what perverted crap Gunn will wind up doing with Batman because we all know what a Joker James Gunn is. But that's pretty good, Vic.
Let's hope it won't get to there.
That's
you know,
amazing comment.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker. He's a Joker.
He's a
Yeah, he's a
Joker,
Joker
exactly.
that has
That's
to
the
play with
Joker.
our DC
Exactly.
heroes. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
I think Lobo will be the only thing that will stop this movie from being a total box office disappointment. I mean, some people don't really know Lobo, so I doubt that he's gonna save anything, but he maybe can save some parts of the movie, but when it comes to the box office, most people that are normies don't know him.
Yeah. Don't forget, the normies have no idea who Lobo is. I mean, the kids also don't know unless if they watch some cartoons. But you know, my son is one of the few who knows because again we watched the animated series Superman. So other people have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
You know, he's not one of the characters that normies will know because it's recognizable with the logo. You know, they see the logo of Superman, they know, oh, that's Superman. They might not know nothing about him, but they know who that is. They see the logo of Batman, that's Batman. They see
Man, we
Spider-Man
gotta
logo,
go.
that's Spider-Man. You know.
Yeah.
but Wobu, no.
Yasto said, don't you like small ass empress? Well, yeah, on a man. Yeah, sure. I mean, on a woman, it's
Connecting
proportionate
with
to the body.
yeah,
Well,
proportion
it's
to the body.
proportionate to the body, but
Connecting with the talks early in the morning stream. with
yeah,
the
I know.
Man with the big butts.
Yeah, that is great action figure. The color of the suit reminds me of Cavill's look at the end of Black Adam. Well, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be Man of BVS
BVS.
suit, which are different. I don't know if they put the same
Maybe on the
costume
lighting
in
it
Black
actually-
Adam, but yeah,
I think it was different blue.
maybe
in
maybe
Black Adam was
maybe
nice.
it was a bit more blue.
Yeah.
Elton says I wouldn't give Gunn the satisfaction of comparing him to the Joker or compare him to the Plastic Man or Frasier. I mean, what he's doing is so hidden and so unnoticeable for most people that might as well be at the level of villainy that the Joker
Yeah.
is capable of.
Even if James Gunn does a Plastic Man movie, because some people say that he might pull that off because Plastic Man is a jokey guy. Again, even Plastic Man is serious when he has to be. You know, and again, I'm sure that he's going to find some type of degeneracy to do with Plastic Man. So
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if Gunn didn't make this movie. He's freaking Kevin Feige when it comes
Absolutely,
to DC.
absolutely,
All
yes,
of
yeah.
his footprints, everything that he wants, it's in the movie.
Yeah.
Everything from start to bottom, the whole style, the what's happening, how it's portrayed, how it's shot, everything is his style, his signature, all
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the place. It is so visible, it's so obvious.
It's obvious, yeah.
Even
it's,
her headphones are the same,
are the
almost
same headphones,
one
yeah.
to one to the phones that Star-Lord had
Yeah,
in
she
the
will
poster.
fly around listening to the music, and we're going to hear to that music because that's what James Gunn likes. So yeah.
Yeah, some sort of cosplay. Yes,
That's again, I've given that example in before, but that's much like the two Ninja Turtles movies produced by Michael Bay. They were produced by Michael Bay, not directed by him, but they had exactly the same style as if it's a Michael Bay.
Yeah, I wouldn't know this if
Yeah.
he directed or not. Like, how
Yeah.
can you know? It looks the same, feels the same, shows. I mean, presents the same. Everything's the same. Okay, we can get to everything, but yeah, well, Supergirl costume does look better than Superman's costume, like we said. Yeah, cheap cosplay, absolutely. How is Supergirl film budget justified here, with the exception of the explosion and the film's score, which probably cost some money too? Yeah, the film score is just old songs and just paying the whoever holds the rights.
It doesn't have a score; it has a soundtrack. Actually.
Yeah, it got a soundtrack. That's
Yeah.
that part.
That's
Instead
that
of like
part,
creating original
Yeah.
Superman kind of a music, they're just taking songs from the past.
Yeah.
And sorry, hit the mic. Superman 2025 did had great Superman music, like original music that was pretty good, but then they put the punk rock in it and they ruined
And
everything.
they ruined everything.
Gunn emasculated cornstarch Superman in tone, writing, and cinematography while he makes his Supergirl masculine and tough. Although she's a very damaged person, so we'll see. I mean, if she's that tough, she won't be an alcoholic in the first place. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Like we said, that's for real.
Yeah, because that Superman, at least that Superman doesn't drink.
And Clayton says the fact that some can see the disrespect of that scene is exactly what's wrong with people today. Exactly. I mean, those things are like basics of human understanding of what's moral, what is not. Even if you have nothing to do within your whole being, nothing to do with religion. Actually, it's just principle of being a good human being.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have even anything to do with religion. You could be not religious and still recognize what makes something respectful or disrespectful. So even people don't have that. Even if it's not based on religion, they don't even have like basic moral principles today. And if you don't attribute great qualities to superheroes, then you don't know what superheroes are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you don't like superheroes, you just want to see them down, then you're a very weak-minded person.
You're just not the person for that. You know,
No, you have a weak mind and you want to see people down, even superheroes, which is
I mean, you're not,
is some kind of a pleasure
you're
actually
not the
for
person
people.
to work with superheroes, making movies about superheroes, because
That is another person.
is-
That's another point. I'm talking about the viewers that cannot recognize for the life of them what's good, what's not. And yes,
Yeah.
James Gunn is like them in many ways because he doesn't respect them. He doesn't get it. He never did get it. He said a bunch of crap about Superman before, and he said he doesn't understand him. He thinks that he's lame because he's so powerful, and he the only way that he sees that somebody like Superman is like good is for them to be naive. He cannot fathom any other way. Whereas Superman is written to be extremely intelligent, perceptive, understanding of people's psychology. He's smart. He can outsmart anyone pretty much. He can read all the books in the world in minutes,
Exactly.
like the Flash. He is almost as fast as the Flash. He can just do this books. He can know anything. He has the whole freaking knowledge of Krypton. That's like the whole knowledge of the universe.
and that's
He can
what
just
people
download that in
forget,
his
yeah.
brain in 2 seconds.
That's
He can
how
know
he's
everything.
actually a great reporter. People forget that because he read all those things. He knows how to write articles. It's not just because he studied writing or anything, no?
And he is
has all
functions
that.
as a human being. When he's a reporter, he takes a car or the bus and he goes to the
Yeah.
crime scene. He functions as a human being. He can even beat another human being in human ways. I mean,
Yeah.
going on time in places, not counting on his powers. He can do that. He's done that. So nobody gives Superman any kind of a credit for his humanity. And when it comes to humanity, it's like the pinnacle of humanity. It's not the lowest humanity, it's the pinnacle. It's what you're supposed to be. So even if you just love Clark Kent, you still have a great person to be striding towards because he's amazing. He has integrity, he has dignity, he has work ethic, everything.
Everything. That's really the epitome
we really
of
gotta finish.
human being.
King says that the game was absolute dog shit, and we got the game instead of a game with Damian Wayne taking back Gotham. I will never not be pissed about that. Yeah, it's absolute shit. Vic says James Gunn reflects his moral sensibilities onto these characters. He isn't help himself. He has no morals. He can't help himself. Sorry. Nate says to King of Monster Momoa, just being Momoa won't cut it with local fans, but general audiences won't know the difference and will probably go just to see Momoa, be Momoa like The Rock being The Rock. Also, Momoa being Aquaman is the same.
Yeah.
He's
Pretty
still
much
not
Momoa,
Aquaman,
He's
by
still
the
not
way.
Aquaman.
I mean,
the movies are fun.
movies are fun,
like
but
them,
he's not Aquaman.
but it's not Aquaman there.
Yeah. Passive fans won't notice at all. You're correctly right, says King. And Nate says to Slipknot, but you're right. You know, WB is going to have Momoa do a full press tour for Supergirl to try to get people to pay to drink this dog water James Gunn is serving up to DC fans. Well, you know what's gonna be funny if James Jason Momoa is out of shape again with a gut. That's gonna be very funny.
Jesus Christ.
And disrespectful to himself and the character, by the way. Vic Martino, not sure what happened if I cannot see anyone's comments here anymore. I'm not sure what happened. We can see the comments
Really?
still. Theo Turner says, we are not a toxic fan base. We are a loyal and very passionate fan base, expressing our disdain for someone who doesn't respect the comic lore or its origins. And yeah, and I just don't see the logic. How can some director come and just take over and just do stupid things and people not acknowledge what he said before, how he acted before, not acknowledge at all, I mean, his overall past, not acknowledge what he's doing to the superhero, just take it and eat it and kiss it. I just don't get it.
I
How
don't get
can you
that.
be
Really,
so
I don't know.
blind?
How can you do
The
that?
proof
really?
is like right there, and if we cannot agree on established reality, we can't have a conversation. And that's a fact, unfortunately.
That's a fact,
Drew says, I like seeing superheroes fall and get back up again and kick some ass. Yeah, but not in a degenerate drunk way.
Yeah.
Clayton says, these people are insecure in themselves. They see the superheroes and instead of being inspired, they seems to be offended. Yeah, exactly, because they cannot take that anybody can be better. They think that, you know, just being like a couch potato is great or whatever. But
why do they even read comic books and watch those superhero movies?
I don't know why. Like, if you can't take the moral and the principle and the
leave it alone.
Like the good stuff out of it, you just it's lost. It's lost on you. It's lost. It's lost. I mean, just try a little bit. You know. Okay, so I can imagine Lobo speaking in the next trailer because all the YouTube reaction channels need something to freak out over to hype the movie up because so far they've got nothing. Well, Yeah, I mean, we have what we have.
Yeah, I
We
think
have a dog
that's-
pissing on a newspaper.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would much rather see Wobble, but you know, maybe
Yeah.
the dog will piss on Wobble too. Who knows?
Oh well, thanks, Sale Turner, but it's just my throne, you know, I'm the Empress, so just a normal
It's
thing,
the
just
Imperial throne.
casually hanging in there. Is there a little girl needing a sidekick for Supergirl? So confused. Eri Valkyrie is asking.
Valkyrie, that's that girl is in the comic book that this movie is adapted of. She hires Supergirl to help her find a criminal that you know does things on her planet or whatever the story was for that stupid comic book.
Oh yeah.
That's why she's there.
I mean, it's cool.
I-
It's whatever.
It's
Like the
whatever.
poster
It's
says.
whatever,
It's
yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
Really. Like listen to James Gunn, guys.
Watch your
It's
movie,
whatever.
whatever, but
Yeah,
not.
It's
So you know.
whatever. And Joey says now I'm imagining SpongeBob as Superman. Yeah,
That's pretty much a SpongeBob.
that's
you
what
know.
we said. Like in the beginning when we covered Superman, when the pictures came out from the set, we said this is the costume. Well, James Gunn's gonna disrespect Superman. This is exactly what happened because you just cannot, in clear conscience, allow the main actor, that Superman, to wear that costume on set and not disrespect the character. Of course, that you're gonna disrespect the character when you actually allow him to wear that ball, that basketball, and the suit was much larger on the set as well. But that doesn't make it any better. I mean, they made it tighter later, but still loose. You can actually see the folds of the costume in some of the scenes, how he talks to Crypto and he says down, down, down in the cave, like down, Crypto, down. And you can see how this is doing that.
We have a comment.
Yeah, I mean, I can do this with my t-shirt, still gonna be a bit better. But yeah. Okay, I continue, but then we gotta go. Like last comments, guys. Last
The last one
comment.
over there.
Last. Over where?
Here it is.
Where?
Not there. You closed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For Supergirl JAL.
Okay.
Read it. Or should I read it?
You read it. I'm
Right.
tired. I talked too
Do you
much.
people not understand Supergirl? She witnessed her loved ones and home world die. While not healthy, she is overwhelmed by the grief. I've been there with grief. We've all been there with grief.
We've all been there, but we didn't
explained
become
actually.
alcoholics.
Maybe you came late, you know, in what we explained, but exactly because it's a superhero, you shouldn't let this get the better of you, but you rise up, and that's how a superhero is. That's how Supergirl is in the original comic books, not in this shit written by Tom King and what here is used to be adapted. You know?
It's simple. This
It's
is not
simple.
Supergirl.
Simple.
The comic book is very new. It does not represent Supergirl like she used to be for the past 70 years. It's just crap that this guy created, Tom King, who is very frowned upon in the comic book society because he writes shit. And this is established fact. It's not new.
And yes, Supergirl JM, you will be crushed, but she is better than that. And that's why a superhero tells us that we shouldn't be crushed. We are not defined by those things that happen to us. We have to be better. We explained that, you know, the Empress here explained it really, really great. Go back into the stream if you have to. That's who a superhero should be. So if you're going to call yourself Supergirl JLM, you need the better understanding of the character. Sorry.
Yes. Plus, like I said, we lived through horrible tragedy. I lived through absolutely horrible things that some people would be like scarred for life if they were me. But I never went to drink anything at all. I just decided to live through it and be better, and that's it. So
Exactly.
if I can do it, I'm a normal human.
Exactly.
Then Supergirl should be much better than me.
Much better.
Like much
Yes.
better than me.
Much like, and Superman also didn't start drinking when he understand my whole world is, you know, did Batman start drinking? He witnessed his parents also murdered in
yes, and
front of
he's
him.
human.
Did he start, and he's human, did he start drinking?
No.
Did he ever had that thought?
No.
No, like for example, when I grow up, I'll start drinking or stuff like that. No.
No, he decided
No.
when I grow up, I'll beat those guys.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes, I will never let this happen
happen
to
to another
anyone
person.
else. Yeah, and that's it.
The point is that when you're a strong character, when you're when you have a willpower, when you're really strong character, like within yourself, when you can find that power, you actually put the grief to something that is constructive and creative. You put it to becoming better and not letting yourself become the victim. So this is up to you how you decide to take a tragedy. It's your responsibility. If you decide to become a drunk and this very messy person, this is your responsibility, your decision. This is your fault.
Yeah.
But if you decide to be, well, like Batman or Superman or Supergirl, that they never did that. Originally they just accepted the fact and they continued their lives trying to be better and actually channeling what they have into helping people. That's the point of a superhero. Whatever happens, they're still choosing to do the greater good.
Listen, Supergirl, listen to what the Empress saying. We are sorry for everything you were to because you write there. What is it? But exactly because of that, we have to be better. Those things are not excuses, and also that's not who Supergirl is. That's why we shouldn't show this in a movie or in a comic book how those heroes are broken. We have to show exactly because of people like you and me and the Empress and even other people who have their struggles. Exactly because of that, they have to show those characters how they rise up and not go to drink or whatever or do other degrading stuff. They have to show you, and that's what has to inspire you. You see this and you say, that's Supergirl right there. If the only comic book you have read about Supergirl is the Tom King adaptation, go back to read the others, and that's what helps really, really more. Not just to understand the character, but to understand yourself.
Yeah. So, well, again, the point is, if a human being, if there are human beings that can go through such hell and still choose to not be defined by the trauma, just to choose that and not dwell in the pain and the suffering, the sorrow, then there should be superheroes that are much
She
better.
just said that she's going to subscribe because we make great points, thankfully. Rose above the drinking too. We're happy for that. With the help of her brother. Great. We are really happy that we helped you actually. Yes,
Yeah.
we're very, very happy. You say that your favorite version is Supergirl is the Superman Batman Apocalypse so on. When she whooped Darkseid, we talked about that earlier. That's the Supergirl you need.
Yeah, that's the
Supergirl
superhero
JM.
you
That's
need.
the Supergirl you need, exactly. So we're happy that you actually understood our points. Really, thank you for that. Yes, great. Stick with us here. I'm sure that you have really a great place to be here with us and all the guys in the chat. So yeah, thank you for the subscription and really, really happy that you understand us. Really, you make my heart really now flowing with energy and things like that.
Yeah, it's
Really
very
great.
nice. It's very
Yes.
nice. I mean,
That's what we do here. That's what the Empress help. How the Empress help actually.
yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, that's one of my things that, like, I don't want to
Yeah.
get into my personal details and what I've been through because, like I
Yeah.
said, there's many things that are absolutely like the worst of the worst, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, of course, say like it's such personal things like out here and whatever. But the point is that yes, things happened. Yes, they were horrible, but I instead just chose to move forward, just make the best version of myself, and just help other
Exactly.
people to overcome such things, and not think of yourself as a victim, and think of yourself as somebody that actually has qualities, and you actually are not what happened to you. You are so much more. You were there before it happened. You were a person. You were a person after that. This does not define you. You have so much more within you. You just have to look inside, like literally, and see what you're good at, see what you like to do. Focus on that. Focus on the positive things in life and build upon that. Build, create. Like creative energy is love, and creative energy is something that helps us not only cope, but just forget about coping. It just becomes you. You become the good things. You become the positive things. You become the creation that you make. So everybody has some kind of a talent or something that they like to do and focus on. And even, when you have a pet, actually, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Indeed.
when I got to, some of those stuff, I already had two of my doggies. They help a lot because they're pure love on four legs. and so on.
They don't behave like this crypto here.
Yeah, they don't behave like crypto. Yeah, they're very intelligent doggies.
So yeah, really happy.
Yeah.
I was going to really get
Yeah, I'm very emotional right now.
misty-eyed actually.
I have
Me too. So guys,
mine
sorry,
are very misty at
but
the moment. She's
but always when we actually manage to help like that,
Yeah.
it's always great. These are the misty eyes from Joy.
These are the days of our life.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay.
So yeah, we're really happy, Supergirl JM. Yeah, really happy that you found us and you're here with us and through all the people here, as we say. Whoever understands us actually stuck to this whole long stream and
Yeah.
reaction action. Yeah, who couldn't
Yeah.
was not here and was even banned by our great mods there.
Oh, well,
But, yeah.
at the beginning of the stream, there is an AI intro that people have problem with, but the AI intros, because I can't do that in live action, but the point is my image of the Empress is exactly those qualities and what is in that song, that hear the lyrics. That is how I feel and how I am. I can't make this live action because I can't afford the costumes, but if I could, I would. But that song is the point, and all the songs after that just represent that strength that I feel inside and what I want to basically inspire people to be like, to destroy the chaos and the blight, the hurt inside, all those things. That's really how I am, like, for
Yes.
real.
Also, as we said before, it's a tool that we use in the correct way.
And yes, AI can be used in good ways, just like anything else. That is a tool, and you choose how to use it.
I drew a black and white picture of Asterix, and I showed it to a man of culture in Discord, and I said, now make it in color. And I say, man, I can't draw in color, but I can use AI for that. And I show him an AI, with color, and he said, no, why do you use AI? I say, man, it's faster, and I can't use with color, but I can use this tool now, and now I can use with color.
Yeah, I mean, I'm you are an artist, and I'm an artist, and we
Yeah.
drew, and we can draw comic books and stuff. But with AI, it becomes like, it creates it like right now, so I don't have to lose days for that. It's just useful. So, but I can still draw and paint.
Yeah.
I didn't lose my abilities. We can finish reading the comments, and then we gotta go, guys.
Yeah, Vic says, good advice, Empress and Longon are good models. Thank you, Vic.
Thank you.
And Supergirl JM says, honestly glad to be here. I still wrestle with the grief since it lingers, but I still do my best to put my best foot forward with a smile on my face despite the storm within me. Exactly. So
Yeah.
just know that you are not that grief. That's, something that happens because it has to happen, but it will make you stronger and better. And you are not that. You're much more than this.
Yes.
Much
Well,
like Supergirl.
yes, Supergirl. Just keep trying. Keep
Yeah.
trying. Just be what you want to be. Like, focus on the good stuff and be that.
Exactly.
I want to be strong. I want to be muscular. I train, I lift
Mm.
weights. I want to be athletic. I walk a lot and do a
Yeah.
lot of stuff physically. I want to know how to take care of my doggy, so I sit down and study.
Exactly.
So I just
we all
put all
try
my willpower.
to be our best. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, thank you, Clayton, for welcoming Supergirl as well. Lastly, Nate said also, I bet you're right. Most people won't even know the logo. They're going to need a shield channel. They can get Supergirl. Yeah, shield channel. Yes.
Again, guys, if you don't know much about Lobo, I still recommend. I can recommend some comic books with that. But the easiest way, the fastest way, is just watch the episodes in the Superman animated series when he appears. He also has some appearances in the Justice League cartoon. Pretty much good to Lobo there. That will give you
and
the idea of the main man.
By the way, we do have a few veterans in our community.
Yeah.
War veterans.
War veterans, yes.
And they.
Oh yeah, Supergirl JM. We do have veterans here that also,
went through actual war. They're back. They're very good people. They're trying their best as well.
So yeah, you see, it's possible. As the Empress said, she had the things that she had to go through. I had stuff that I had to go through, things that sometimes I still fight, things that just out of nowhere hit me. But, but then here you go, I look at this, for example, and
Yeah. It,
And we
it
remember.
makes you
And we
happy.
remember, yes.
And you remember
Exactly.
what's the point,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Elijah on the other channel says, I like Millie Alcock's acting. Sure.
Yeah,
We
sure.
like her as
We
an
haven't said anything
actress.
about it. We like her as an actress.
mean,
She
as
was
an
great in
actress.
as an actress, yes.
She's great. As how she looks as Supergirl? I don't think so. I mean, they
Yeah.
could always do better, but
Exactly.
okay, she's a great actress, so
Yeah.
there's that. Okay, finishing, guys. Last comments. Thank you, Rollkill, for also helping.
Supergirl James says thank you King and Yastu, and thank you for your services to whoever served with that weather. I can't see now because misty eyes.
Yeah, from the other channels,
Yes.
similar response. Yes. Yeah, Roadkill is one of those veterans as well.
Roadkill is one of those
King of
veterans, King of
Monsters,
Monsters,
and our
yes.
co-host who is here in the morning.
Yes.
Because we stream in the morning. I mean, or only I stream in the morning. Not only here, but on the gaming channel that I'm streaming like simultaneously with this channel, which is G Hammer Empress, and my main channel is the 40k Empress, which is about Warhammer 40k. But this guy is one of our viewers, and he's like a co-host. He comes in the mornings. The morning means close to 9 hours from now. Like 9 hours from now is where we're gonna stream stuff. I mean, tomorrow Logan's not gonna be here, so I'm gonna hold the front and cover what I can in the morning, which is gonna be probably about old gaming news, maybe something Warhammer that happened.
Aren't you going to play Total War in the morning?
I can't play Total War Warhammer. I have tons of news to cover.
Ah, for Warhammer?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Good.
Yeah. So indeed. Well, indeed, Supergirl, yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And Lenny came, but he's late.
Hey, Lenny.
The
yes.
whole stream passed. The whole stream.
and it was longer than
But,
usual
it
because
was
you
longer,
know.
yes.
Yeah.
But we
got excited.
We got very excited. But okay, Lenny, just go back. There's many things, amazing things. Thank you for our moderators for posting the links to our other channels.
And the amazing job, yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the support over on the gaming channel. This channel, the superhero channel, is not monetized, and we're trying to get enough watch hours so we can monetize it. This is my only source of income. I'm a full-time creator, so I'm just trying, and if someday this channel becomes bigger, you know, the superhero channel, maybe even Logan can quit his job. We can work together on it.
I would like to do that. Yeah.
As hard as humanly possible. But okay, guys, love ya. Until next time, with me, the 40k Empress and Logan. Bye, guys. Bye.
The 40k Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Through storms and battle cries, her banners pierce the darkened skies. With bolter hymns the traitor dies, as loyal warriors arise. Saints and psychers bend the flame. Every world speaks her name. The Empress rules without shame as war she does reclaim. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes. With faith and fire we'll prevail, for the imperium must not fail. The imperium we prevail. The warriors march with sacred might, their purpose burning crystal bright, to lift the throne world from its plight and guard humanity's light.